Hello everyone, and happy Saturday. We're back with even more triangle strategy than ever before. Maybe someday we'll figure out what's in the fucking mines. I don't think we'll figure out what's in the mines, though. Huh. Going back in, going to find out what's happening in the next chapter. I don't know where we're at now. I believe we're in chapter 10. Yeah, chapter 10 sounds about right. We're joined today as ever by Adamantoise. She has decided to sit on my head, and now behind my head.
Against House Wolfford,
She
Lord
wants to be
Silvio of
difficult.
Tellior leaves the field defeated. The victors, however, do not go by unscathed, repeated battles taking their toll on the soldiers. All goes according to Gustadolph's plan to weaken both houses. Landroy Falks, Lord of the Third of Glenbrook's High Houses, faces off against...
So I saw this one coming. I'm just surprised if we're actually going to watch it. I hope we get to. I want to watch him actually fight this lady. I want to watch him fight Swordlady. In the meantime, though, Roselia Mountain's base, huh? That's a... Alright, so, yeah, we're gonna do this first. Oh, good. Is he gonna die? Outstanding. Oh, wait. I don't think he dies yet. That would be too easy and make too much sense. That would be far too easy and make far too much sense. We can't have that. He's gotta make it to the very end. He's probably gonna be like the last one to die because... Fuck, that's why.
I must survive.
Hello.
Somehow, I must survive.
For fuck's sake, I despise Sylvia. He even cries out like a bitch when he falls.
Own, I see.
Rufus, what are you doing here?
He's gonna touch you. He's gonna touch you right through your pants.
Reward? Since when were losers ever rewarded?
I remember our deal differently.
Thank you so much. Oh wow, you've subscribed for an entire year. Thank you.
As do I. I was promised an invincible executioner.
No, we completely stepped on his face.
You are nothing but a fraud. A sheep in wolf's clothing.
Listen to Silvio act like he's Mr., big and bad. He is so gonna get punched in the face.
What's so funny?
I have a new deal for you. Pay me what I'm owed or die.
I cannot give you what I do not possess. But if you kill me now...
Of course he doesn't have any money. He doesn't have any money. He didn't even have an army. A guy that barely existed.
You will have lost to Wolford with nothing to show for it.
I mean, you didn't really help or do anything. He's like, I'm gonna hire this super good slayer of heroes that got fucking punched in the face to death by an old man. An old man beat Rufus. Do fucking better. The 800-year-old, like, veteran of all of the wars, retired archer, hit Rufus with his armor-piercing arrow and just put him into the ground. Although, truth be told, I am really not a fan of how his bow works. He is not archery, and so I know what kind of archer I get how it's supposed to work. He's supposed to work more like a Japanese longbow, which is not meant to fire in arcs as much as fire straight forward. Which, yes, it can be fired in an arc before someone tries to correct me. I'm well aware of how it can be fired. I know how to use it. But no, traditionally it's fired from horseback straight ahead. Yeah. I'm sure if there were other people listening, they'd be like, no, all bows can fire like... It's like, yes, I know that. I know Kyujutsu. I know how to use a fucking bow. I know how our bows work. Yes, they can fire in an arc. They're designed to fire forward.
Go on.
And they're designed to be fired from horseback because they're so fucking big.
If you let me live, on the other hand, I will find the coin to pay you. What do you say? Do we have a deal?
Alright, so this right here tells us that they're going to become a recurring annoyance. This guy is going to be the Wii graph of this game. Not Silvio. Silvio's the bitch. Silvio is nothing. No, Rufus is going to be the Wii graph of this game, I see.
Fine.
For those of you that remember, Wii graph was the guy from Tactics who we just continuously fought over and over and over again until he turned into a goat and we stabbed him in his face.
But if I don't get that money, consider your life forfeit.
This reminds me of a saying. Whom it was that said it, I do not recall. But the saying is, when you owe the bank $100, that's your problem. When you owe the bank $100,000, that's the bank's problem. That's what this reminds me of. It is not that this guy owes him money. It's that he owes him so much money now he has a vested interest in him succeeding so he can get his money back. Seems there is nothing else. I haven't been to the encampment yet. Let us go to the encampment and see if Lionel has things to sell with his weirdness. No, we're completely out of these buildings. Huh. Alright, so I think how this works is the pellet, like, the healing item, just all the items in general, I don't believe they restock until the next numbered chapter. So we're in chapter 9, part 75 or some nonsense. And I believe it won't refresh until chapter 10. You know, Return of the King or something. Like, wait. I think we could promote a class now. I believe we got a thing. We did get a thing, that's right. Who do I want to promote? I kinda want to promote her. Hold on, what do you turn into? Fire Master. That sounds so dumb. You're gonna probably be Cavalry Master or Spear Bitch or something. I would like to use Anna. I'd like to. I keep saying Anna. I know there's two N, so it's Anna. But I would like to use Anna more. I'm gonna continue to call her Anna. Because I have a cat named Anastasia with one N. And she is Anastasia. I do like the idea of upgrading Hewitt. Hewitt is so powerful. But I would like to take a step back from leveling Hewitt. I don't want Hewitt to get too much stronger than Frederica and Serenella. He turns into the strategist, so he learns initial TP plus and twofold turn. That sounds amazing. Heal what ails you and cure it. And mend wound. So mend wound sounds just like a full heal, and cure what ails you something just removes all status ailments, so it's basically a soda. We're going to Google that. We're going to find out utilizing the Google. We're going to look on the Bing because, you know. No, I don't use Bing before somebody says something special about that. So I was looking at people. Anna becomes the master assassin at tier 3, so that's a thing. Let's see. I kind of like the idea of getting Slumber Stab for her. She's really good and has Slumber Stab is great. Let's see though. I'm gonna look at some characters. Actually, I want to see what Pascal does first. Or not Pascal, fucking, that's their last name. Benedict. The last name is Pascal, so Benedict and Anna. Because Anna's his adopted daughter, so, yeah. Where are his abilities? Where are you, abilities? Oh, I was on the wrong page, since he's a main character. So initial TP plus is he gets 1 additional TP at the start of battle. That's all very well. And then twofold turn. Granted out the chance to act twice on their next turn. Wow, that is really good. And then at Master Strategist, he gains Remain Calm. Grant immunity to Silence, Fury, and Temptation. And then his weapon skill is called Dragon Shield. Grant 1 instance of invulnerability to all allies within range. Fuck me, that's so nice. Let's see what else we have. Absolutely not Girl Kafka. I can't make him... I like this. So, Divine Bow, the term for the ultra mega best good swordsman ever. Which, for those who don't know, the title is Kinsei, which is Sword Saint or Sword Master. So, Divine Bow makes me think of just Kinsei, but with a bow. Let's see. Let's see who we want to do. Hewitt. I want to see what Hewitt's thing is. I have a pretty good idea. I know what Arise and Range does. Oh, that's not as good as I thought it was, honestly. That sucks. So, Arise and Range. Increase the range of the first normal attack used after the battle begins by 2. That's a disappointment. That is an absolute disappointment. I'm gonna just confirm what Gila's abilities are. Like I said, I'm pretty sure I know what they do. So Mend Wounds is not a full heal, which makes sense. It's just a very powerful heal. And then Heal What Ails You is literally just as soon as... At Master Curist, which is her ultimate job, She gains a passive thing called Fight or Flight. Increase your movement by 1 when enemies are nearby. That's kind of neat. And then her weapon skill, Miraculous Light. Grant an ally the ability to recover 1 time after fall battle. That is very good. I was also thinking of upgrading Shield Man, because Shield Man is good. Shield Man with counter would be so powerful. I'm gonna do... That's what we're doing. We're upgrading Shield Man. Where are you, Shield Man? He's almost there, so... I did look into what physical counter does. Physical counter is always counterattack. It's not a chance to, it is literally every single time. That is going to be huge. That's going to be a massive boost to what we can do here.
Practice makes perfect.
So his armor color just changes. Huh. I'm into it. I'm absolutely into it. Let's fucking go. We're gonna do the thing. We're gonna do whatever. Where is... Can we upgrade any for Shield Man? We cannot. I don't want to waste resources on Princess Roland, but I feel like that would not be a bad idea because we are constantly dealing with Princess Roland. We never can get the fuck away from Princess Roland. It's almost as if every fucking fight requires Princess Roland to be there. What I am gonna do, though, I am gonna use the Spider Silk to upgrade Huette, because upgrading Huette is gonna be a really big boost to what we can do here. That's going to upgrade Huette to the next tier. And honestly, I don't really mind. I use Huette in almost everything, so Huette's very powerful. So, I guess this is the master ability, I guess. She's a curious feathered upgrade. It's the Serpent Slayer, that's fun. Do I need accuracy? Oh yes, no, we want that. 100% we want that. We need one more quality timber. Alright. Oh. Oh, it moved the people around. Interesting. Good job, Jens. Good job. It is the bar mom. I recognize my kind. Battle under 3 flags. I kind of want to do this one again. Let's do this fight. So I found out, I don't know if anybody remembers from last time, but I found out that we can, in fact... I was getting a drink. I found out that we can, in fact, use the fire here, and the fire will fuck them up. And it doesn't affect anything because we've already done the fight. Alright, so... I don't want to bring you suck. Ancient Bowman. You can go there. You there. You can go here. I'm gonna actually put her there. Yeah, that's good. Bowman needs to be here so we can take out the people as they come in. That's a hawk statue that's gonna burn things to the fucking ground. Actually, no. I know what I'm gonna do. This is gonna be fantastic. I'm gonna have her fly up here and hit this fucking fire statue and burn everything to the ground. We're gonna murder everybody. Right, this should be fine. Do I want to switch anyone out for anyone else? No, we should be fine. Let's go.
General Avlora, let no Warford cars survive!
The town is surrounded, and enemies flood in by the...
Oh, we've already been through all this. We don't need to remember that. Let's see.
I will crush you!
Here I come.
I'm gonna wait till people get a bit closer, and then we're gonna hit that.
There is no mercy on the battlefield.
I'm gonna make the old archer go for next, so... Ooh, leveled up. Outstanding. Good job, Benedict. Time to murder all of these guys. Goodbye. Oh, this is horrible. Oh my fuck, that is so bad.
So how...
The wildfire has been successfully deployed.
Hold on, let's see what they said there. I missed that. So House Wolfert would set their own home ablaze to bring us down. I almost admire the desperation.
Town.
I keep hitting fast forward too quickly.
General Avlora, the second... Quail not...
I've been waiting for this! Push on through!
This is horrible though. Like, this is genuinely awful.
I hope you're watching, Grandfather.
Let me heal your wounds. Make the most of this.
Much appreciated.
Let me show you what I've learned. For the good
Much
of all.
appreciated.
So, it falls to me.
Ice wall. To further the arcane...
And then he leveled up. Outstanding. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. She can sit right there.
Defeat is not an option. Now I end this.
Face me if you dare.
This battle is ours.
We're gonna do this. This is gonna be awful. Oh, that didn't get nearly as many people as I'd hoped.
The third right...
Time for some sorcery. I can heal too.
Thank you. I shall try my level best.
Sloppy.
I will crush you!
What?
Behold true power. Away with you! New power
Away with you indeed. Ow.
Come at me!
Come at me, bro.
Look to my shield!
Didn't taunt him. Oh well.
No need to panic.
And where shall we strike?
No, we'll do that. That's fine. We'll just do this.
Shall we begin? Be at ease. I can keep fighting. Allow me. With the powers in me.
Now then, to work.
Free!
That didn't work.
No, that did not work. You were correct. Oh goodness, that's not good at all.
Face me if
That's
you
less
dare.
than ideal.
Now, you'll be nothing but a blood stain upon my blade.
Back at you!
I don't think we're gonna win this because I got too reckless too quickly. This is funny though.
Time to take flight. Time for some sorcery. Lightning!
Well, now we know what happens whenever you burn down the houses, or what it looks like, rather. Oh my goodness.
Carefully. Death from above!
Killed him. That's good.
I shall try my level best. Your defense is weak. I've been waiting for this.
You're in the way!
You got him. That was outstanding. Good job.
You will not hear me scream.
Yeah, they're gonna kill my old man. Wow, they're just picking on old people now. That's terrible.
I'm behind you.
My thanks.
Flee while you have the chance. You were no match for me.
Here I come.
I'm sorry.
You'll get no mercy from us. My power.
Oh, she's gone. Goodbye, Shamaness.
I have to do something. Ready to see a spell.
Yeah, Saranoa's gone. Goodbye, Saranoa.
Time for some research.
Since this is just
I see
a mock battle, I'm not worried about the fact that I'm gonna lose this or anything like that. I just wanted to get some extra experience.
just as I planned.
They're about to kill another old man. That's terrible. What a bunch of assholes. Just killing all the old people.
Face me if you
My
dare.
intuition was mistaken. I ain't that slow.
I was very curious though what it looked like whenever they burned down houses. That's genuinely horrible.
That slow.
The hunt is on. This battle is ours.
I don't want her to sit there and just get a bunch of additional experience. I don't want her to get too much more powerful than everyone else. So, like I said, I'm just gonna have her come down here and die.
Flee while you have the chance.
Come at me!
It's time to come at me, bro.
Be your shield!
And he just learned counter. Now he's gonna physical counter everybody. That's gonna be good. This guy's gonna hit him. I wonder if he counters everybody, or just the one person who directly attacked him.
I ain't that slow.
No, just the person who attacked him. Still, though, that's really good.
You'll get no mercy from us.
Flee while you have the chance.
I have to do something.
Just shock her. Fuck it.
I ain't that slow.
Where was I?
Free.
She is very sturdy, though.
Whoa!
Wow, they're just bad.
It's only a flesh wound.
Yeah, he got to 14 like I want. Oh, he just crashed into his own guy. That's so good.
Face me if you dare.
Your Highness!
And bye, Hewitt.
I ain't that. Me too.
Physical counter is so good. That is definitely going to be a huge boost to what we can do. Yeah, I'm doing the, I'm just redoing the fight to get experience. And you missed it. I upgraded Shield Man to better Shield Man. He is now a Guardian instead of just Shield Man. And so, because he's Guardian, he has physical counter. He will now automatically counterattack every physical attack.
Now then, to work.
Slap her with your book as if you were a fucking summoner.
This is my chance.
Goodbye.
My
Wow, that guy hit him so much harder. Oh, he's dead.
My lord.
That's fine. I also wanted to see how the fight went. Did we? I believe we keep our levels. I just want to make sure. Let's see. We did not. Oh no, we did. We did keep our levels. He does have physical counter still. That's good. You know what I am gonna do though? I am gonna do the battle under the three flags fight just to get a bit more experience for Serenella. I also upgraded Hewitt's weapon. So she has the great bow, so she's got a 2-star weapon now. Who are we gonna bring in her place? I don't want to bring Princess. I'm gonna bring Anna. Fuck it, we're gonna bring our Konochi. She will stab somebody entirely in the face. Let's see. There. I don't really have enough melee. Oh well, whatever. He can go there, that's fine. Everybody's happy. A battle under 3 flags.
Forward!
I will end this.
So whereas Serenoa has counter stance, which is just a chance to counter, counter attack, or physical counter is always counter attack upon taking physical damage from an adjacent enemy. Become invisible. Yeah, Hewitt is so fucking strong. Hewitt is absurdly powerful, which archers are just that way. And I was actually discussing archers before you came. I was discussing how
Path to victory.
our fucking ancient archer master from like 100 million battles, who is like 300 trillion years old, is using a traditional Japanese bow, which is why, yes, he can fire in an arc, but he generally fires straight forward, because that's what the Japanese bow is designed for, to fire forward rather than an arc. Because it's a mounted archer bow, not an stationary infantry bow.
All
We're gonna
for
give
victory.
Serenoa a buff, and he's just gonna give everyone the business.
I've been waiting for this.
We're gonna have Eridor sprint so he can go fast, so he can be like Sanic. He has gotta go fast, he's required to do so by law.
I'll show you what I can do. Don't be afraid.
No need to panic.
Hit.
I shall do what I can.
Ancient Archer does not give any amount of a fuck.
Make the most of this.
Oh, now that feels good.
Let me show you what I've learned. I shall
Much
protect you.
appreciated.
Where was I?
Freeze.
Behold true power. The
I
heavens
just
raise.
blow his entire face off with lightning, thank you.
Ah, me too.
Physical counter.
Defeat is not an option.
Sweeping slash, everyone's just gonna get hit. Wow. Alright, so we're gonna throw poison at this. Oh wait, we can just kill both these idiots.
This is the edge.
Kill that
I feel
idiot.
stronger already.
Throw poison at this.
Suffer.
Outstanding.
Back at you.
Ooh, double counter.
Oh, how careless. That hit the mark.
There is no mercy on the battlefield. You were overconfident.
Ooh, that's gonna sting. Ow.
Here I come.
No, I'm gonna put him here. And he'll hit 3 of them. Outstanding, we got them too. Alright.
Allow me.
Put that archer down.
Lane is dead.
Come at me. I'll be your shield.
Mr. Come At Me Bro over here.
Shall we begin?
with his just, I'm gonna hard carry with all of my tankiness.
That's the stuff.
I will end this. Blaze, oh no!
Time for some research.
Come on. Start joking.
Now then. Tremble in fear!
Wow, that was just delete everybody, please and thank you.
I'll make this quick.
My turn. Shadows conceal me.
Everyone just got deleted. And this poor healer's like, I have no idea what to do anymore. And that's very good that you're able to do that.
I shall try my level best.
This poor healer's like, I don't know. I don't know.
I have your back.
I'll keep on then.
I'll show you what I can do.
Allow me.
Cool heads shall prevail. Be at ease.
I'll take you on. Forward.
This should give Serenoa the level.
This ends here.
Almost. Well, we did just entirely step on. That was very amusing. And now that I'm figuring out how Archibald works, because like I said, he doesn't have the traditional longbow that Hewitt has, where it's fired in an arc. He has a Japanese longbow, which is fired forward. And it's going to have more power behind it, but it's a shorter distance weapon. He doesn't have the same, range she does, but he does hit harder. Alright. I believe I can actually upgrade. Speaking of her... I can't... No, I got a quality fiber. I need a quality timber. What am I missing for him? A bunch of fucking iron is what. Goodness me. Let me get this. I need to get that. Who else does silver work on? Go to the Google machine. trying to find out where I can do, like, what silver's used for. I mean, I know what it's used for, like, which other characters need silver. Okay, so Saranoa and, Avlora needs it. You know, that's fine, though. I want to use it, and we're gonna upgrade her to fucking second tier stabby weapon. The hell is this? Neat. Alright, let's see. We've done all that. We're gonna leave the encampment for now. And we're gonna watch Falks get his dick twisted off by Swordlady. Swordlady's gonna cut his entire body off. Yep.
Far too much blood has been spilled.
I know how loyal you were to the late King Regna. We may be enemies, but you still have my respect. I would invite you to join our ranks.
You would dishonor me so.
I prefer it to your death.
Swordlady's great. We love Swordlady in this house.
For someone who needs it. Your master will never have our loyalty, even if it means the end of the three high houses.
I get the feeling that he's not going to be a party member we can acquire. Yep. He got his entire body cut off.
I serve you even in death.
Goodbye, Landroy. You should have done something better. You should have just done better in general. Why couldn't you carry like Hewitt? Get on a fucking house, idiot. Do better. Hewitt sat on a house and murdered Avlora. What were you doing? Yeah, I mean, you have houses right here. This is a house. You climb your stupid ass up these boxes, you stand there, and you fire arrows at her until she dies. I do think this is the turning point of Avlora realizing that maybe I'm on the wrong side and my people are dicks.
Foiled and bested in battle by House Wolford, Silvio Tellior flees, leaving everything behind.
I guess that means these are free and independent people now. Alright. Michael, I see that you're here to join us. Yeah, I feel like she's realizing that maybe this was a bad idea and I shouldn't have joined in doing this. Because she saw that Landroy was like, I'm just gonna fight to the very end, and your Grand or Archduke is a dick, and we're not gonna be about that. We are going to fight for what is right, and I'm not going to join you. And then he gives his life in service of his already dead king. So then, I think, and it makes sense that, so, I don't know if you, I don't think you saw it, but whenever you activate the fire pillar things, the fire traps. Avlora talks about how she almost admires the desperation of it, but she says it in this kind of like disgruntled tone, which makes me think that not doing that makes it where she starts respecting you and your desire to not only fight against her people invading, but to defend the prince who's and she has to know that all of this is just a false flag thing. She has to know that. But I think she's starting to realize it more, and then whenever Landroid dies trying to fight her off and protect his people, she's like, well, I think I'm doing a bad thing. She's like, wait, am I the bad guy? Yes, yes, bitch, you're the bad guy.
Houses, Wolfort, Telior, and Fox.
Only Wolford is around because we kick ass.
2 are felled by the Iron Hammer of Esfrost.
No, it isn't. This wasn't felled by the Iron Hammer of Esfrost. This guy ran away like a bitch after he tried to fight me and I kicked him in the ball. He actually fought, although he should have fought with us, but whatever. And we're still going. We are going strong.
House Wolfort now stands alone, in more peril than ever.
Explain this sentence to me, game. We never had allies to begin with. What do you mean we stand alone now, as if in a past setting that apparently I must have slept through, we had some kind of allies and we had assistance? We had absolutely nothing. Never been anyone helping us. They've all basically told us to go fuck ourselves. I mean, I do get it. I understand. It's all to just raise the stakes and make things seem like they are dire and it's bad all around. But that's really not what's happening here. We have been winning. We are winning. Yes, we are literally alone now instead of technically alone. We've been alone the entire time, though. I mean, you can say literally versus technically in this, because technically there were 2 other houses that could have, I suppose, in theory, come to help us. But one decided to tell me to go entirely fuck my... And the other, I don't even know what Falks was doing. I mean, other than him just needing to die for the purposes of furthering the plot, I do not know what was stopping him from coming and engaging. Because, let's just say this is the map. Let's say this little tile here is House Wolfort. Whenever Esfrost came through Conehead, man, to House Wolfort here, the Falks domain right here could have come up and hit them from behind, or flanked them in any number of ways. There was no reason for them not to, other than we need to further the plot and raise the stakes in a haphazard way. So, I don't know. I don't like when story is so divorced of gameplay that the 2 may as well be completely different things. I'm watching things unfold in the story, and I'm sitting here scratching my head. Why is the story saying something that did not happen? I mean, I was there. The fight went this way. We absolutely beat the stupid out of them. and then I'm told, oh no, we're actually just barely hanging on by a thread. No, we're fucking not. We're absolutely giving them the business. We are the Wall Street Journal over here, and everybody's getting a lifetime subscription to us. Because we are giving them the business. Fuck, he is absolutely the conehead, man.
First, but this is quite the interesting turn.
I'm gonna post a picture of this in all the games. Hold on. So I posted him next to Dan Aykroyd from Conan. And yes, these two gentlemen are brothers. One of them is a very well-to-do merchant, a middle manager from the suburbs. Alright, let us move on.
Wolfort stands alone, having lost both the crown and its allies. There is no better time for us to act.
To act and do what? What is it you're trying to tell us to do, fucking Booker DeWitt?
Then let us set the trap, brimming with bait enough to lure them in and keep them there.
Oh my goodness.
As you command. The famed High House of the Salt Iron War will soon be under your thumb, my lord.
Yeah, no, that's not happening.
Having control of their land will make our deliveries that much easier.
Indeed, and House End will prosper more than ever. Brute strength is not the only path to victory. A truly wise man can win without...
I see you like that, huh? I could absolutely see Booker growing out his hair into a ponytail like that. You never get a good look at him, but I could 100% see Rapture Booker doing that. Not regular Infinite Booker, but the one that's the detective in Rapture, I could 100% see him doing that. He's got his fucking fedora and his trench coat on, and as soon as he takes his fedora off, ponytail just kind of flops out and you can see it. Why do we have a bow here? Who the fuck is the archer that I don't have? I swear this game. I do like how there is a Naginata and a Yari over here just hanging out just because. That is a good game, though. The Bioshock games are very good.
In light of our situation.
I was going through Infinite about a month or so ago, and I'd never played through Burial at Sea, but I did, and it's actually really good. You have Booker's tattoo? Why do you have Booker's tattoo? Yeah, the Biohazard game, or not Biohazard, the Bioshock games are very good. Biohazard's good too, but Bioshock is great. I'm gonna go back and play through System Shocks 1 and 2 again.
A most welcome offer, to be sure, but... why would he extend a helping hand to us now? Could he be after something?
Hey, look, Sarah finally caught up with the rest of us.
Undoubtedly, there are regrettably none so altruistic amongst the Saintly Seven.
Yeah. Anytime there's a group named the Saintly anything or the Divine anything or any kind of adjective to describe someone that is a good person, they're usually dicks. And few are more dickish and just terrible to their fellow human than those that lead religions.
Seeing as Minister Sorsley has never shown much interest in other nations.
Oh, he absolutely does. He probably just does some sort of black market thing. He wouldn't say that he does, or he wouldn't have mentioned deliveries like that unless he did something black market related. And given he's the Minister of Salt, it's pretty safe to assume he's just black market salt guy.
I can only surmise this is a ploy to put House Wolford in his debt.
Obviously.
As I suspected. But our people and soldiers need all the help they can get.
Yeah, we do need the salt. We have, apparently, somehow we have all of the people dying, and we need massive amounts of salt to deal with all of the casualties we have, for some reason. Riddle me fucking that. How is that even? Yeah, I don't even know. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I do. Just a moment, everyone. Sorry, I had to go be inefficient about things. Terribly inefficient.
Let us accept his proposal. We can deal with whatever ulterior motives he may have once we are back on our feet.
Understood. We shall discuss our countermeasures at another time.
Or here's an idea, we could just tell him to go fuck himself. And not put up with his bullshit.
Congratulations on your victory in the Falk's domain, General.
Thank you, sir. They were proud warriors. And Lord Landroy a formidable foe despite his age.
I imagine he was content to breathe his last on his beloved fields. 30 years have passed since the Salt Iron War. It was time he was put to rest beside that bygone era.
Why does Gustadolph sound, every time he pops up, he sounds more and more like he's trying to be the most just asinine douchebag Bond villain ever.
Avlora, it is time you had a rest as well.
What do you mean by that, Your Grace?
Your soldiers have fought long and hard. Any longer, and their morale may suffer for it.
This sounds like he's about to turn around and try to stab her.
But what of House Wolford? Prince Roland is still with them. Is that not cause for concern?
There are no lords left worth worrying about. House Wolford stands alone after Roland's uprising.
Even so, we would do well not to underestimate them. Even standing alone, they once changed the course of the Salt Iron War.
House Wolford is no longer the hunter, but the hunted.
Yeah, so it does seem like this is trying so desperately to just alienate Avlora so that you can recruit her. That makes sense. But I don't know, like, I don't like Gustadolph in the first place. I do want to stab him repeatedly in his face until he's just gone forever. But that said, this is going even further than what he already was doing. Before it was, yeah, this kind of makes sense. It's pretty dumb, but it does sort of make sense. Now he's just like channeling every comic book idiot villain there's ever been ever.
Or do you believe you understand something that I do not, General?
No. Forgive me, Your Grace.
You wish to speak to me, Your Highness?
I wish to leave the Wolford domain.
Well, that's a dumb idea.
And you want me to persuade Lord Serenoa?
Yes. Though I doubt he will welcome the conversation after the scales have spoken. But the people are tired. Their expressions grim. And this castle is no different.
I am still very confused where all this we're losing stuff is coming from.
Even so, the decision was made together.
Very confused.
Yes. But I think we all know that I am at the source of our troubles. The responsibility ultimately falls to me.
If you truly wish to take responsibility, then I do have an idea.
Why do I get the feeling this is not gonna go well? This is gonna be a dumbass idea. Oh wait, I have the ability to fucking see the future apparently. Because I can pick up on context clues and realize the level of writing here.
Give me that.
Do not misunderstand, this game is very good. I enjoy this game immensely. But the story is... It is certainly one of the stories of all time. Definitely one of the stories of all time.
But this is proof that I belong to the royal family. What would you do with it?
Have you die for your people?
Huh. This is extra special.
Hey, boss. Come take a look at this.
The poor soul. Or maybe not so poor, judging by these clothes.
Travis and Trish are idiots.
Hey, Pa! Remember what I said about that reward money?
Of course I do. This might just be him.
Pa, take a look at this!
A shiny ring, huh? Is that the royal emblem? This has got to be Prince Roland.
Huh. Well then.
The corpse is regrettably too damaged to identify, but the royal signet is unmistakable. Aside from Cordelia, there is only one who would wear the royal family's ring.
Are we seriously just, like, that's it? We have a ring. No other investigation. No, maybe this is a ruse. No, nothing. Just, this guy is clearly Princess Roland because of the ring. That is literally it. Come the fuck on. This is why they use coin.
There can be no doubt. This is Prince Roland.
There entirely 1000% can be doubt in every aspect of this entire situation. You know, for somebody who's supposed to base things meritocratically and on whomever would be the best, most qualified, most intelligent, most whatever, Gustadolph is a fucking moron. And then Cordelia is just whatever.
But about that reward. Thalas, give them their coin.
Yes, brother.
Thank you kindly for your generosity, Your Grace.
What a waste. Is this truly how the kingdom of Glenbrook meets its end?
No, we're gonna come back and stab Gustadolph in the dick. I'm gonna have Avlora do it. I want Avlora to cut Gustadolph's entire body off. Please, at some point, let us fight Gustadolph so we can cut his entire everything off.
Wolfort are no fools. Their friend was only a liability.
He clearly does not know what he's fucking on about.
They have spared themselves by forsaking the prince.
Avlora's probably gonna say something like, that doesn't sound right, or something to go completely against this concept, because there's no way. She would know. She would absolutely know.
None who would help them.
She would 100% know that, hey, this is not how they would be.
There is no reason for us to concern ourselves with House Wolfort any longer.
I have absolutely no words for how stupid that was. Gustadolph is genuinely gotta have some sort of learning disability. There's no way he could be that stupid.
A shame.
Your poor brother, betrayed by his most trusted friend. Oh, Roland.
And of course, Cordelia is basically a fucking ornament. She's just kind of a thing that's there. She's a prop. So she has no idea. But we finally completed the chapter. I guess there's no fight in that chapter. There's just story. That's fine. So, chapter 8, part 3. Are we in chapter 9 now, finally?
The news of Prince Roland's death spreads across the land like wildfire. With his demise, seemingly comes the end of the Kingdom of Glenbrook. But only days later, a proclamation is made that would bind Esfrost and Glenbrook.
Gustadolph's gonna marry Cordelia.
Bearer of the royal signet and last heir to the throne of Glenbrook, Cordelia is to ascend as queen. And wed Archduke Gustadolph.
My fuck. Look at him. Look at him. Fuck, I want to kill him many, many times over now. I'm going to spend a fucking entire day when I get to whatever fight we get to fight him in after I win. I'm going to spend an entire day just going back and redoing that fight just to keep killing him. Look at everything. This entire thing is wrong. He is just wrong for existing. He's not. I'm gonna find out how old he is. He's in his late 20s according to the wiki. He is the fucking worst. I want to beat him with bricks. And then take those bricks and light them on fire for having touched him. Also, why does Cordelia look like she's 12? So not only is he just literally snake-like, I mean, look at him, he looks like a snake.
Princess Cordelia is to wed the Archduke?
But not only that, but he's also a fucking pedophile. How repulsive.
What is the meaning of this? Gustadolph is the very one who invaded Glenbrook.
Yeah, and you asshats didn't rise up to do anything about it. You deserve what you get. When you don't rise up to stop the evil occurring, you deserve what happens to you.
But King Regna is to blame for trying to monopolize the mines.
And there's the voice of idiocy, thank you.
What does it matter who the princess weds as long as Glenbrook lives on?
You know, these very insightful individuals are why the Electoral College is a good thing. These highly educated, very knowledgeable things are why the Electoral College never needs to go away.
It damn well matters to me.
My people.
Can they even
Our
hear you from
ways
up there,
of light have
Cordelia?
been dark and filled with strife.
It's like, honey, you need to project your voice. Because I don't think the people in the front can even hear you, let alone the people in the back.
Both Glenbrook and Esfrost have suffered countless losses.
Esfrost got its entire ass handed to it. Glenbrook is just like, we're fine.
And we have lost both of our beloved princes. For that, I offer you my deepest condolences.
I would call Cordelia a
May
puppet,
all
but that's
rest
insulting
in
to puppets. I do not like her. She's just there. She's not doing anything to try to help her people. She's just so passive in allowing this to happen. She is as awful to her people as the Frosty people are, because, I mean, honestly, it may even be worse. She has a vested interest in making things better for her people, but she's just, I'm gonna let this all happen and fuck it. Whereas the Frost are just attacking because they're an invading army. She should be trying to make things better. Instead, she's just occupying space and being useless.
My father was sentenced to death for his role in this tragic event.
You mean he was executed by an asshole for a false flag thing because you're too stupid to know what's going on? See, the thing is, and she's not smart enough or wise enough to understand this, she has the ultimate power in this situation. Without her, this asshole, this fucking snake-looking thing, is not going to be able to do much of anything. If there's no royal family to ensure continuity in Glenbrook, these short bus riders will all rise up and do the thing. They will fight. Now, that being said, all she has to do is say no. She can stop. And then she can say, kill me, and you will have everybody rising up against you. She has a strong position to negotiate here, but no, she's too fucking cowardly and stupid to do anything. Despise that about her. I despise that in anybody. Especially in other women, though. Stop being scared. Stand up and do what's right. Like, punching him in the dick. Punch him directly in the dick. I'm sure Avlora would join you. And then probably take you away and fuck you with her strap-on.
But how do we come to grips with our sorrow?
I could absolutely see Avlora doing that.
How do we atone for our mistakes?
Well, the first thing you do is you get rid of fucking monarchies, because monarchies are never a good idea.
Esfrost does not deserve your forgiveness. Do not submit to Gustadolph's will.
Yeah, you tell him.
Let us recognize our sins as such and move forward.
Idiot.
Our
Fuck, she is so
has
bad.
magnanimously given us another chance.
Yeah, I don't like her. I want this to be over with. I want to kill her now, too.
Fair and free. free future.
I hope we get to deal with her as she needs to be dealt with.
As the queen of this kingdom, I, Cordelia of House Glenbrook,
People, please start booing her.
do hereby accept the warmth and governance of Esfrost, and swear to do everything in my power to usher in an age of peace with the Archduke.
These people should be booing her off of the balcony. They should boo her so much she should jump off in shame.
With all
Why are
due
they
respect,
cheering?
Sir, I do not believe Queen Cordelia to be fit for ruling Glenbrook.
She's barely fit to stand about and occupy space. There's no way she can rule a kingdom.
She does not need to be. She is to be our figurehead, a place for the people to focus both their hope and discontent.
See, Gustadolph knows. He also knows that if she stood against him, he would lose. He would have to capitulate to what she needs.
And while the
And what
poor
she
people of
wants.
Glenbrook stumble in the dark, we shall establish a new government, one based in freedom.
We're gonna free you by oppressing you. That's a good fucking idea there. Let's do that.
Once the people have had a
Only
taste
the
of true freedom
nonsense
Esfrost would offer,
of...
there will be no
Only the nonsense of a monarchy could do something like that. Well, monarchy or monarchy-adjacent things, like... Yeah.
By the time Cordelia births an heir, both this kingdom and its people will belong solely to Esfrost.
I think he's missing a few steps there. This seems like the step 1, do a thing, step 2, do another thing, step 3, question mark, step 4, profit. Except after step 4, there's like 12 other, except after step 3, there's 12 other steps that are all question marks in various sizes and pointing in different directions. And then there's some swirls and some squiggles, and then one of the pages is on fire. And then the final one says profit with an upside down question mark that's also on fire. Because that's not how any of this works.
I would be loath to stand upon a political battlefield. It is far more heartless than those of
I don't know what world Gustadolph lives in, but that's an interesting world he lives in. I want to light it on fire.
I am simply breathing new life into a kingdom of tired traditions. The people will thank me for it in time.
That is not how that works, but alright.
Father, my brothers, I swear to avenge you.
But will you, though? Or are you just going to sit there and cry on the balcony, or are you actually going to do something? You do need to do something, though, honestly. Do something. Be useful. We have a character story. It is time for Serenoa and his boyfriend to discuss things.
You've gotten better, my friend. Much better.
Well, yeah, he's Cape Man, and you're just Spear Boy.
Only because I've had you to train with.
You know, I'm pretty sure I've read a yaoi manga or two that started out like this. You know what she could do is whenever he's in her, she could say, I want to be on top. And then when she does that, wrench her hips to the side and just twist it entirely off. Ask me after stream how I know about doing that. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I've read a yaoi or two that actually started out with this exact scene, where there's just two guys in a field that are sparring together like this, with statements like, you've grown so strong, and only because I've had you to train with. Before they started using other things besides their sharp swords to fight, they started using their blunted swords. And by blunted swords, I mean their penises.
far behind would I be without Sir Maxwell's tutelage?
Very. You would be behind, alright.
The Dawnspear himself is my personal mentor. And still you're all but my equal.
It's been a while since we last
Yes,
started.
because Cyrano is not a bitch and you are. Cyrano is the main character. I mean, you have to know that by being around him, that he is the main character.
Perhaps so. Anyhow,
I mean, that is how they need to polish their fucking shafts.
No better way to clear my head after another quarrel with father. Must all three nations be part of this mining venture? I've yet to hear a convincing argument as to why.
You do not hear because you do not listen.
Ragnar's kind of a dumbass.
Hyzant offers nothing but a sliver of their vast riches. Something we could easily do without. I understand the advantage of involving Esfrost. Their expertise speeds things along immeasurably. But
I do get why adding Hyzant to this was something that it was a savvy move on their part to add Hyzant to this, because better to have them involved and thinking they're participating even if it's really not, and they're getting something out of it but not much, than them not be involved, throw a temper tantrum about it, and start another fucking war.
Have you at least demanded they lower the taxes on salt? Such a change would be welcomed by our subjects and enrich their daily lives.
Yeah, because salt is delicious.
We cannot concede everything while gaining naught in return. Surely you see this, Father.
It has been decided, and I will hear no more. You presume upon matters you do not comprehend.
Now, it sounds like you're just being a bitch. Ragnar was not terribly bright. I mean, I believe we can all agree that Ragnar was not terribly bright.
Father, I'm just...
Now, Roland, if there is nothing else, pray leave me be. I have more important matters to attend to.
Yes, Father. If only I had found the right words. If only I had kept my emotions in check. Perhaps things would have ended differently.
No, probably not.
Blaming yourself for past mistakes will lead you nowhere. You must look forward for the opportunities ahead.
Honestly, Ragnar was probably trying to do the right thing, but he was not firm enough on things that he needed to do. And the fact that there was no force there to do anything to manage the mine. What would have been the best thing to do is to have a joint military force there of all three nations, ensure that the salt tax does go down, and is a bargaining thing to make them lower the price of salt. They can have like 3% more added to whatever their profits out of the mine would be, which would still be a tremendous thing. But Ragnar was not very good at things. Ragnar was kind of special.
Of course. And I trust you'll be at my side come that time.
Just as House Wolford stands with the crown, I stand with you.
I realize how he's trying to say that, but that can be taken in the gayest way possible. That absolutely can and should be taken in the gayest way possible, which is from behind. Ha!
I am fortunate to have as loyal a friend as you.
Next, they're gonna say, wow, these training pads are so hot and so heavy. I need to take these off.
As am I. Ah, enough sentimentality. Raise your spear so I can knock it down.
The innuendo there is just too easy. He's gonna knock that spear down. Yeah, so when he's talking about kissing the ring, it's the cock ring.
You're welcome to try, my friend.
I mean, honestly, if you look... Well, after this little cutscene, I'll show you. If you look at them in the roster, they both look like pretty boys. They both look like anime pretty boys. Cyrano's convictions have strengthened. That's another way of saying he's gay. He is gay for Princess Roland. See, look at him. This is an anime pretty boy. This is also an anime pretty boy. This is the one... Honestly, they feel like they were ripped out of an Otome game. And this is the disapproving older sister. This is obviously their teacher who is supposed to be in her 30s, but maybe is like... She looks like she's in her 20s at best. This is the gym teacher. This is all... Now we've turned this into a high school... Into a high school Otome game. This is the gym teacher. This is the principal. This is a first-year student. This is the science teacher. And this guy is the very wise old janitor, even though there wouldn't really be a janitor. But he looks like he'd be the wise old janitor in like just a regular Western school. No, and that he's the guy that actually does teach. We don't know what he's the teacher of, but he's the teacher that sponsors the archery club. We don't know what he teaches though. No one quite knows what he does, but he's just there. This is the class president, and she looks like she's dominant and everything, but people that actually know her know that she's just a massive sub. And yes, the fact that one is a brunette, actually, so it's hard to tell. So he's got black hair in this, but this has like a red tint to it. But the fact that we'll just say he's brunette. We'll split the difference. He's a brunette, and he's a blonde. They absolutely fuck. This is the daughter of the principal, and she is also a second-year student at the high school. This is the lady that runs the cafeteria. And she is everyone's mom. You can relate to that. This is someone's little sister who doesn't go to school there, but she wants to. This is the vice president of the student council. I have no idea. I'm at a loss on Lionel. This girl she's a third-year student, and she has it in her. She wants to be a doctor, so she started an after-school club for people that want to go into medicine. We already know about Princess Roland. We've discussed all of them. Also, he comes from a well-to-do family, and Huette is like a sister to him, but because they're the same age, Lionel is a creepy pervert, 100%. But since they're the same age, and his family is very well-to-do, they paid the school to enroll Huette in the same class as he is. So She is his attendant and bodyguard. Because he's from, again, a very well-to-do family. And she sometimes works as a foil against Serenoa and Princess Roland from, you know, getting the fucking going. I didn't notice before, but I really do appreciate Lionel's class. I may not like how he looks, but I love his fucking class, or his job. His job is wordsmith. That is fucking amazing. I absolutely love that. That is the best job in a video game ever. Way the fuck to go, Square. That almost makes up for the fact that the currency in this game is coin. We need to figure out something that Lionel does. So this guy, he's the vice president of the student council. This is somebody's little sister who comes to the school because her school gets out first. And it's right by the high school. So she comes over there to torment people. What does he do? Fuck, what do you do, Jens? As someone who actually does forge languages like that, I've done that before. Did I ever tell you about that? I don't know if I talked about it on stream. So, for those that are familiar with it, there was, and still technically is, a Warhammer Fantasy MMO. It was originally Warhammer Online, Age of Reckoning. It has been reopened as a private server that is now called Return of Reckoning. And there is an all-dwarf guild in it. Yeah, so you'll see in a second. So there's an all-dwarf guild in it. And linguistics is a hobby of mine. Very good at it, actually. But there's not much in the way of written languages or much linguistic guidance in any of the stuff for Warhammer. Anything other than just orcs sound like just they are, you know, hoodlums from somewhere in the fucking British Isles or some damn thing. And they like to break stuff. Well, there is a slight amount of phrasing and the like for the dwarf language, Kozilek. Well, looking at that and figuring out how what they do have works in their lexicon with very, very big air quotes, I figured out that the language is actually metaphoric in nature, so it operates off of the collective knowledge of the dwarves. Like, dwarves are, it's like the cultural knowledge of them. So dwarves, obviously they're in mines, they dig for metal and other gems and ores and the like. So things related to that shared knowledge become ways to describe other things. Like the term Grumril. Grumril is the strongest metal in just regular Warhammer Fantasy that dwarves do anything with. So the term Grumril refers to the strongest metal, but it can also refer to anything as being powerful or strong or the like. And then the word Karaz is mountain, but it also can mean fortress or anything that is strong and durable, that is hard to break into, or that is very good for defense. So I was able to take what they had and make an entire language out of it. That was very fun. What do you do, Jens? What is it you do? Jens is a senior at the high school. He is actually very smart and skipped several grades. He is going through this school so he can go to Tokyo University to become an engineer. He wants to be an engineer. He's not quite sure what kind of engineering he wants to go into yet, but that's what he wants to do. He wants to be an engineer. Is there anyone we missed? Did we miss anybody? No, I don't think we missed anybody. Oh no, we still haven't figured out what Lionel's thing is. What do you do, Lionel? What do you do? You know, he looks terrible, but if you were here whenever they did the story to introduce him, so when he becomes a part of the party, he actually isn't a bad guy. He's a good person. He just looks fucking horrible. He looks fucking slimy, but he's actually a good guy. What do you do, Lionel? What is it you do for the school? No, he's an adult. Lionel's an adult. He doesn't attend the school. He doesn't work at he doesn't attend the school. He works at the school. So he probably does sponsor the debate team as the teacher that is assigned to the debate team. What is it you do, Lionel? No, I know what Lionel does. Lionel's a math teacher. Lionel teaches math. Lionel is absolutely the math teacher. I do like the story I came up with fucking Azana, though. And Azana's only true aspiration in life is once she graduates high school, she just wants to marry someone to become a housewife and a mother. She doesn't want to do anything fantastical or anything like that. She just wants to settle down and be a mom. I love that. I didn't know that somebody had done that to just, like, restart the entirety of the Hebrew language. That's fucking awesome. Also, the reason Sarah Noah is also in trouble. He is very good and doesn't cause trouble, but Princess Roland absolutely does. But the reason that Sarah Noah doesn't get in trouble with it is because Sarah Noah's daddy and Benedict are very good friends. They went to school together and they went to college together, and they served in the war together, apparently, because they always have to do that. There aren't really janitors like that in Japanese schools like that. It's the job of the students to clean up. But Benedict and Sarah Noah's dad were very good friends, and so to look out for Sarah Noah, Benedict lets a lot of the hijinks that he gets up to because of his boyfriend, Princess Roland. He just kind of lets it go. Also, Frederica has a very big crush on Sarah Noah, but she's too shy to say anything about it. And she also doesn't realize that Sarah Noah's not entirely gay, he's just bi. Yeah, Corentin teaches science. He's a science teacher. Gila is the homeroom teacher, and she also is the teacher that sponsors the cooking club. She does the cooking club. I mean, look at her. You cannot tell me she doesn't know how to cook. Everything about Gila says, I know how to cook. I know how the kitchen works. And then we have Eridor, who's the gym coach. He's the coach. It's Coach Eridor. And he, despite how he looks, when he was in school, was on the track and field team. And he wants Sarah Noah to be part of it. And Sarah Noah's like, I don't know. I don't know if I'm good at running. And then Princess Roland's like, I want to do it. I'll go be on track and field. I've already got a spear to do the pole vault. And then he's like, no. I don't want you. Also, aside from Huette, so Huette and Anna work together. Huette because Roland's dad has told her to keep him out of trouble, and Anna because Benedict, being the principal, has told Anna to watch out for Serenoa because Princess Roland is a very bad influence on her. And Anna and Huette trying to work to circumvent Serenoa and Roland end up being at cross purposes, and they cancel one another out so Roland and Serenoa get away with whatever nonsense they're trying to do. This absolutely would be a fantastic manga. We went from this being them looking like they were from an Otome game to this being a slice of life manga involving two gay guys. And then the girl that has a crush on one of the gay guys. That's fantastic. I love how that just happened. Oh! We need to go to the encampment. We need to see if we can buy more stuff from Lionel. Will you sell us things, Lionel? Give me your selection of... Why the fuck do you not have a selection of goods? Why are you not giving me goods and also services? You need to go back to the fucking math class and teach math to people. What about you, Archibald? Are you willing to teach me things? Oh, you have more stuff to learn. The Royalists in Three Houses. The Hawk of Wolfort. Those who heal the ailing. I wonder if reading these gives us a chance to recruit people. I feel like it does, especially because of that last one. The very last one there, they just said... Where was that? Was that characters? That's not characters. That was notes, I think. Yeah. Here, let's read this. Those who aid the injured and ill can be roughly divided into three categories. Apothecaries prescribe a variety of medication. Physicians rely upon medicine and surgery. And healers utilize magic to cure their patients. So I'm such a powerful healer because I have plenty of place where the mana is stored. The mana is stored in the big orbs. I have a picture of that. It's this petite girl who's like, mana is stored in my big fat orbs, and she's got her hands holding, like, kind of resting atop two giant crystal balls, but they're at chest height. It's very amazing. It is critical that those in need get the proper treatment based on their symptoms. Each practice has its own merits, though some nations and people are known to have a preference. For example, the Kingdom of Glenbrook employs mostly physicians, and those in poverty-stricken areas tend to rely more on apothecaries. All three are comprehensively studied at Hyzant's Ministry of Medicine. It is said that new medications and healing arts are discovered there every day. Alright, the Royalists in the Three Houses. There are many aristocratic houses beneath the royal family of Glenbrook, and the kingdom itself has a very complex political system where customs and rights intertwine. The government is split into sections, and the royalists, aristocrats trained from a young age, are in charge of their own field. Needless to say, each similarity has their own interests. The people satirize them in response, claiming that the royalists talk all day but never decide a thing, for only money matters among them. King Regna attempted to reform the system after the Saltiron War. He first split the Wolfort clan 3 ways, and placed each house in charge of protecting 3 strategic locations. He appointed the clan lord Simon as lord of the Wolfort domain. He then elected the adept Landroy Falls, who fought at Simon's side during the war as lord of the bountiful southern lands. Finally, advisor Jordi Tellior, I don't like him either, was put in charge of the northern reservoir. This isn't the same Tellior. That Silvio is the other Tellior. That's, I guess, his son. But, this is the fucking, what's his name? The prime minister guy. Fuck him entirely. Thus, the 3 houses were established. King Regna hoped to bring the royalists under control by creating a rival force that already had merit to their name. It is also rumored that the king divided the elite of Wolford clan to diminish their might. His plan succeeded, but only in part. The three houses gained almost as great popularity as the royal family itself, and the influence of the royalists was suppressed. However, the kingdom focuses on old customs, and Lord Simon prefers to dedicate himself to his house rather than vie for more power. The royalists still continue to spearhead Glenbrook politics. The Hawk of Wolford. Let's read this one. I think after we get through reading these, I think that might be it for now. There are no detailed records remaining regarding the ancestors of Glenbrook's famed House Wolford. According to legend, a single hawk led a traveling warrior to a mountainous area northeast of the kingdom, where the small tribes of Falks and Tellior resided. The warrior, a distant ancestor of Wolford, then began to unite the tribes as a house under his leadership. As a result, he was able to maintain his clan's independence despite being in the middle of the three nations. His small but elite force is famed throughout the land. Simon, lord of the clan during the Salt Iron War, held great influence on the battlefield and helped King Ragnar lead the war to its end. At the end of the war, he made a pact with the king, and his house became the sword and shield of the crown. The clan was split into three: Wolford, Tellior, and Falks, and each was given their own domain to govern. Despite Simon being his vassal, King Ragnar holds House Wolford in special regard and treats the lord with heartfelt respect as both a friend and fellow warrior. The hawk upon the Wolford coat of arms represents the house's pride and fearlessness, and pays tribute to the hawk that led their ancestor to Wolford. Oh, I need to go back in there. We're not done. You were a very good little noob. You did such a good job helping me on the Minecraft server, too. Thank you for that. We have all of the iron blocks ever now. You set up that auto smelter, which was really neat. That was so cool to watch you do that. And I'm very proud of you for all of the hard work you've done there. Beware of the beautiful bandit. A beautiful bandit has been seen around the Wolford domain, robbing nobles and the wealthy alike. I heard she was spotted around the harbor, so I headed to Wolford myself and spoke to an eyewitness. We shared drinks at a local tavern, and he told me all he knew. He was a middle-aged man with red hair and knew much more than I anticipated about the woman in question. He described her appearance and personality, but continued on to regale me with tales of her childhood, habits, and least favorite foods. Hours passed, with no end in sight. I assumed that someone so informed must know how to contact her directly. By the time dawn was breaking, I managed to muster up the courage to tell him I was thoroughly interested and wished to meet her for myself. The man then shouted, "Ha! So you've fallen in love with Trish, have you? Sorry, but nobody like you got a chance with my daughter." The last thing I remember was a searing pain in my head. When I came to, I was on the floor, and the informant was walking away, leaving me to pay the tab. I wish no one to meet the same unfortunate fate that I had. So, to those who are looking for the beautiful bandit, I say this: beware of her father. That was good. Alright, so we have all of those. Let's see if there's anything that popped up as a result of reading any of those. Alright, let's see, is there anything else? Alright, so that's going to be it for now. I'm going to go ahead, and that will be, like I said, that'll be the end of the stream for today. Thank you all so much for joining me today. I hope you all had a lot of fun. I enjoyed this. This was very fun. If you are not already, if you want to go ahead and follow me so you can get notified when I be terrible at video games, which happens very frequently. Like how I shock my entire team with lightning and kill myself, which was it's still very amusing. I still think that was very funny. If you are able to, if you want to go ahead and give a subscribe, we are working towards the next goal of 30 subscribers. And any help at all would be fantastic. If you have Amazon Prime, you get a free Twitch sub every month, and I would really appreciate if you could help towards that goal of 30 we're working on. Thank you all so much for coming. Mwah. Jane.